Thank you, Sixto. Hello, Albert.
Hello, Ida.
Here we are again in the beautiful Hannoversmünden for the traditional LCC week, where we gather friends and new friends and old friends from dog sportler from all over the world and all our clubs and guests. And we are training together and learning together with a lot of lovely things you can do with dog sport and learn and grow. The day for 2 days, Thursday, you held Albert a very spectacular and how do you say, advanced lecture in breeding. And I know I have heard you before, and I'm not a breeder, and I'm very novice in this area, so I invited you for this chat just to ask some more simple questions for us normal people, ordinary people who wants to know why we are doing what we are doing, and if why the benefits from that. You are Albert Spreu. You are president in the German RSV 2000, and you are also a board member in RSVglobal, and we work tight together. It's very nice. And what are you doing very shortly in your professional work?
Yeah, as in my profession, I'm agriculture engineer.
Yes.
So, I have a title from the university, but
of course.
So and so I have I'm consultant. Yeah, in agriculture stuff, and I make engineering for grain storage and crop drying technologies. And sometimes I do also professionally wise something with farm animals.
Okay.
So
I think it suits very good together with the breeding system in RSV.
It fits 100%.
You have a lot of knowledge which you have brought here for many years, and to make it grow and develop. We have a lot of eyes and interest for RSV now around the world, and in Germany, of course, and a lot of people comes to us, and a lot of people also says questions about who we are and why we are doing with that. We have Schutzhund program. We have our own Prüfungsordnung. I don't
trial
find
rules.
Yes, trial rules. Thank you. And we have also our own breeding system. And I wanted to ask you, for how long have we had it, and why don't we do just like the other ones? It would be much easier. When you copy other stuff, then the copy is never that good like the origin stuff. That's one point. And the different part is in the mother club RSV 2000. We have own breeding since 2009. And in RSVglobal we have now our own breeding since some years. Yes.
So, and of course it's like this. Usually in the utility dog world we have this easy causal chain. There are 4 steps. At first we have to breed. At second we have to educate. At third we have to make trials, and at fourth we have to select our dogs, and all these 4 pieces put together in the chain, and it's like a ring, and so we come from generation to generation to better dogs.
Yes.
That's the way. And in RSV 2000 we know very early and or realize very early it's like this. We educate our dogs on the field. We have a lot of them on the fields, but not everybody is able to make a title in a trial.
No.
We have some dogs, they go to service, and these are genes, dogs with genes. We lost because we don't get them back in the population. And then of course we have some dogs, they don't get titles because the program is too difficult, for example, or we have people, they quit for other reasons. There's difference in the world why they stop, but so we lost these dogs also. It means from generation to generation we lost some genes in our population. It goes smaller and smaller by the genes, and so we have of course rising the performance in the dogs. We get this, but also we get some issues in the health, but these are so little steps that we don't feel it anymore. So we have very nice veterinary service nowadays, and they
Exactly.
cover all this what
Yeah.
is going on. And when you take a look to other breeds, then you realize, oh, why this is so different. Yeah, at the moment, or we realize as breeders, we had a lot of stud males with bad sexual behavior. Yeah, less sexual behavior. That's a problem. And of course, that's the same for females. For example, we have the size of the litters are going smaller and smaller. And when we start with the RSV 2000 in 2009, we start with 5.5 puppies per litter. And in RSV 2000 we do it a little bit different. We make outbreeding. This is preferred breeding method. It means that we use, when we make matings, there is aim, how I can explain, the inbreed in coefficient.
Yes.
Yeah, that we are prefer for a mating is smaller than the average of the whole breed.
Okay.
That's the aim. And so we get it like this, that inbreeding depressions go more less, and so the size of the puppies, for example, goes bigger nowadays. In average, in the RSV 2000, in average from the German Shepherds, it's like this. The size is now 7.5 puppies. It means 2 puppies more per litter, and this is excellent, for example.
Yeah, it's big.
And also when we take a look for our X-ray results, we are that much good for German Shepherds. That's better than the average of the whole breed, and that is for us the right sign that we go to the right way. And now I want to come back to the chain.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the causal chain and also the circle. It's like this. And what is different in RSV 2000? We replace the trial with sightings.
Yes.
And so we get a lot more dogs back into the breeding program, because when you make a trial, then you have knockout criteria. When you have sightings, then you have no knockout criteria. The knockout criteria is only what is written in the standard: oversize, undersize, hips bad, elbows bad,
Yes.
or testicle is missing, or too many teeth are missing. Then they are out, but not behavior-wise.
But sightings, they are very detailed and take half a day. I did it yesterday with my own dog.
Yeah. Of course, it's very detailed.
Yes.
And is much detailed than in mental
Really?
part.
Yes.
It's very easy. It's 17 points, 70 exercises. 17 exercise, sorry for my English. And in anatomic part, it's 56 details for description. It needs a little bit time, but it's much more detailed
Yes.
than a report of a show judge.
Yes, you really
And,
know.
and it's predictable because every dog is described on the same way, but we make different marks for different traits. Yeah, and so we replace the trial in this causal chain and put there the sighting, and this give us the possibility to optimize our breeding for outbreeding. It's
Yes.
different to outcrossing. Outcrossing is other topic.
Aha, okay, that's very interesting. What would happen if we just go on with a closed breeding book? What would happen in the end?
So
I think numbers can say that, or research.
numbers, yeah. So,
not-
but it's all the time hard to say what has happened in the future.
Yes. Okay, even for
Yeah.
you.
So, but it's like this because it's a mathematic model. We know very exactly when we are going on with the breeding we have done the last 120 years, 130 years. In German and Belgian Shepherds, 150 years, maybe something more. When we do it like this, then we go to a point that a breed can be extinguished.
Yes.
Or be prohibited by the government, because the government said, hey, we go to a direction that is torture breeding, and
Yes,
this
it
we
can't
have
breathe, or
and this we have to avoid 100%,
Of
because
course.
now everybody in Germany realize, and I hope it's also now in the whole world, the working dog community is now protected in Germany as a cultural heritage.
I
and
wanted to ask about that.
and
yes.
so we are responsible,
Yes.
and more responsible for our dogs, and so we have to take care about our breeding methods, and of course we have breeding ethics. We have to follow this also.
Yes, of course. And I think this UNESCO cultural heritage, which you made a huge work together with for example, Matthias Dögel and other very qualified people. I think this dog, the working dog, has a very, very, very important role in the society for doing services for the humankind, the humans, and to save lives. And we not always think about that. That we have a dog. If we go skiing, we have a dog finding us if we are in a lavine. And then we are very grateful. But
Of
maybe
course,
you don't think about that before it happens. Something happens. So that was a very huge step forward, I think.
And that's important, that we keep our dogs robust.
Exactly.
And this we have to do by breeding methods.
So they can work.
So that we can offer dogs for this society service.
Exactly. And you do the breeding with hard facts, not only emotions.
Of course, there's no space for emotions.
No, and that's very important.
The emotion part is when you have the puppies in your box, in your kennel, or
That's
in the
very
house, in
emotional,
the living room. When you have the puppies there, there's the part for the emotions.
Of
but
course, before
when
it's
you
not.
when you make breeding and you want to produce something, you want to preserve. Is it right?
Preserve, yes.
Something. Of course, then there's no time for emotions.
No, exactly.
But it's something like this. I keep it also in my bloodline. I have a very deep connection to one dog, and I want to keep it in my bloodline. So there, of course, there are some emotions, but usually they are hard facts.
Exactly.
When there is not enough health, for example, okay, then we don't have to use them.
And what we are doing here in RSV is by the book in FCI. It's no problem for FCI.
No,
it's
100%. No, because we follow the
we
the
follow
rules.
the rules by the book. Yes,
it's like
it's
this.
very important to say. I think.
Yeah. Because people oftentimes don't realize because it's so for the most people not typical breeding behavior. But it's like this in FCI statute. There is written. It's article number 4, breeding and ethic codex for breeding, of course. And there is written that every breeder has the task to extend the gene pool.
Nice.
Extend. Yeah. It doesn't mean shrink. It means more. So
exactly.
and with our classical breeding methods, it's not possible.
No,
it is not possible. Yeah. So that is not. If you say it's possible, then it's fairy tale.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
And it's not possible by mathematics. And so in the FCI is now 110, 115 years old, and the old guys, they founded the FCI, and they were clever guys, and they know very exactly in these years, because 100 years ago they can calculate also.
Yes.
They know very exactly. We have to have a door that we can get new dogs in our population, and this is what we are doing. Of course. We have outside the FCI breeding also German Shepherds.
Yes.
In Germany it's like this since 1970s, in this decade. There are the first clubs founded, they breed also German Shepherds, but without FCI connection. And they still exist.
Yes.
And nowadays we have 8 German Shepherd breeding clubs in Germany. And 2 of them are FCI connected. It's the Verein für Deutsche Schäferhunde and Schäferhundverein RSVglobal.
Exactly.
That's like this. And of course we have to keep the door open also for these genes from the other German Shepherd population, to get them back, to keep our population healthy. That's very important. And so how to do it in practice? In practice is like this. A breeder goes also take a look to other dogs and find the other dog that looks like German Shepherd without FCI pedigree, and then they can put the dog and bring him to a show, and a show judge, a FCI show judge, recognized FCI show judge, take a look for the main characteristics of the German Shepherd, and then he said, yes, it is a German Shepherd, and then you come into the appendix in the breeding book. That is the important part, and this is the superpower of show judges. And now there's one problem by the most people. The most people have fences in their thinking.
I wanted to ask about that, the emotions.
The emotions, there are fences about the thinking.
Yes.
And but usually there are no fences. They put the fence by themselves.
Because
here I have to stop the thinking.
They feel safe.
They feel safe.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We have always done like this,
and
it's good.
And that's why I have my talk about breeding. The topic is called Dilemma of Pedigree Dog Breeding.
Yes.
So, and it's not called Problem of Pedigree Dog Breeding, because by problems you have all the time solutions, and when you have a dilemma, then you don't have a solution.
No.
But the solution is only limited by the thinking.
Yes.
You cannot reach because you have a border of thinking. And here, with this phenotype dogs from the FCI show judges, it's like this. Now the standard tell us, okay, this could be a German Shepherd. And in our club, we know very exactly the pedigree doesn't make the dog.
No,
the standard makes the dog.
Yeah.
It's like this. And so when the phenotype dog get the breeding permission, it means we have to take a look for the phenotype. This is FCI rule. We have to take a look for the health. Is FCI rule, and we have to take a look for the behavior. There's FCI rule. Respect all this. We take a look this. When everything is fitting to the standard, then he get the breeding permission, and we can use this phenotype dog for the breeding, totally according to FCI rules. And there's nothing special. The special thing is that we have no borders of thinking.
You mentioned that there are other clubs who are other races.
Who are of course.
Making this, but they are not
but
so well known.
In the utility work, in the utility society, it's not so often.
No, hunting dogs,
but
you name.
Hunting dogs, for example, there are also utility dogs, but they hunting utility dogs.
Yes.
There's a special class.
Yes.
Of course, when you have Berger de Pyrénées, for example, they use phenotyping dogs to bring them back to the breeding, and so there are traditions, but not in the usual working dog society.
Exactly.
And but this has something sometimes also difficult developments, because for the Belgian Shepherds, we have them also in the club.
Yeah.
The Belgian Shepherds is like this. There are breeding structures outside of the FCI. In Belgium, it's NVBK. In Netherlands, it's KNPV. These are structures outside of the FCI, and with very interesting gene pools. And if you want to get these genes also to your population, you can make easily phenotyping. And when you organize your breeding according to the FCI standards, of course, then you can use these phenotype dogs also in your population. But in the other countries, in the past, it was like this. The breeding clubs blocked this possibility, and so they have now, somebody say it's fake pedigrees. Okay, and this make it much more complicated.
Yes.
Hey, why you don't? If you want to use them FCI breeding, make it FCI dog. Make phenotyping, make breeding permission, and go on with the breeding.
Exactly.
And in our club, we have something special. When you are respecting the FCI rules, then you get appendix, register paper, but there are no ancestors. It's prohibited to put it in. But we have a second letter. There are no logo of FCI, no logo of a National Kennel Club. It's only information paper, and there we put all the information that we know about this dog, so that every breeder, when they use this phenotype dogs, can now take a look. Oh, if I do inbreeding or even not. So he got all the information. It's not necessary to lie. And this is a big benefit for the breeding.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so this is a little bit special, but it is not special. It is only doing what the old guys from the FCI wants to do, and we do.
Yeah, and
so
we do.
It's new and not new.
New and not new. And always when you do something different, it can be controversial, but it will be.
It's like this.
It will calm down. Yes, we are like that. I think. We human beings. Do you have something else to add or to share with us, or you are satisfied?
I'm satisfied.
Yes.
I think I say a lot of interesting stuff, and it's like this. If there are from the community more questions, please put it to the
Exactly.
comments, and in the next interview we can
Yeah.
also talk about. What do you think about this?
Of course, that's a brilliant idea. You can always make contact with us in RSV, RSV Global or RSV 2000, and ask things, and we will do our best to answer them, of course. We do all this for you. Thank you very, very much, Albert.
You're
It's
welcome.
always so super educational and very nice to talk to you. Thank you very much, Sixto Rodriguez, one of our pioneers from RSV Global Havana, who has traveled all the way to us in Germany this week to join the LCC week. Thank you, Sixto, for helping us with the camera. And I, as always, Ida Johnsdotter from Sweden, responsible for PR and information. Thank you very much for listening. Ciao!
Ciao.